to the Nerdiverse. Go ahead, sit and listen to the masters, the old heads, talk about what you love the most. Video games, comics, movies, and everything you need to maintain. We got the knowledge that's straight out the ether. Gonna need a drink and have to take a seat to expand your mind and listen to the speaker. Mike and the squad's gonna give you what you need. Please send in a question, come and get some answers, learn a couple lessons from the masters with the special guests. We got the Green Lanterns glowing on their chest. Yes, please sit back and relax, cause we're gonna hit you with them stone cold facts. And allow me to be the very first to welcome you to the masters of the Nerdiverse. Welcome to the Masters of the Nerdiverse podcast, where we always have such sights to show you. This emotional discharge of a podcast can be found on iTunes, Stitcher, Spreaker, SoundCloud, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and Google Play, and Spotify.
I want to take an ointment for that.
Hey, no, you let it rock. I'm, of course, your host, Mike G. And with me, as always, is my concerned host with the most, Winter Trash Monk III.
What's up, everybody? It's Winter Trash Monk III. Trash Monk I. Trash Monk
Mixed it up.
Coming at... Yep. I got to keep you on your toes there. There we go. I got you again. Yeah. Coming at you live in the trash pit. Not really live, but I like saying that.
Yeah, man.
And, excited to be here. We got some interesting news to cover. So not a lot of important stuff happened. Nope. I noticed you didn't add on the list Mass Effect adult video game was coming out.
I had no idea.
It's becoming like one of the top 5 Kickstarter games.
Okay, let's back this up. Before we even do our weeks and stuff, let's talk about this for a split second. So this is news to me. So you're telling me that there's a Kickstarter that's being based on the Mass Effect series that is of adult content.
Like, I'm telling you this, and this is as someone who lives in the trash pit, I feel like I have an expert on trash people. So this is the comparison. The creators of Myst are creating a game, and they get a Kickstarter, right? And I can't remember. I think it was like $2.0 million. No, that's not true. But they got a certain amount of money that was pretty sizable, right? And it was like, I think it broke records and stuff like that. And now here comes this hentai Mass Effect game, Subverse. The Myst creators, Scion Worlds, were able to raise $1.43 million. So Subverse, this hentai game of Mass Effect, is raising $1.9 million and still has 24 hours left to go. Okay, so this is the people who made OG Myst, legendary RPG, right? Yeah, but the original creators, Scion Myst, OG creators, they got $1.43 million. Another group comes in going, we're going to make a hentai game of Mass Effect. They get more money. So the creators of Myst aren't making a hentai game. It's some other people. No, they're not. Okay. No, it's just a comparison I wanted to show of like actual creators making a game that is probably going to be interesting compared to adult video game making more money. That's the sex sells, man. And it's clear that a very, very real hungry audience for Mass Effect meets Mass Erect.
Matt, I think
that I stole that from PC Games.
I was just about to say that was going to be the name of this podcast, but it's already used. Can't use it. Oh well. Good one though. And good on those brave souls who decided to make a hentai Mass Effect game. I'm sure it'll sell like pancakes with all the syrups. I'm sure that's what's going to happen. Oh man. And what's funny is that for those who like to go into the trashes bin, which is Pornhub, there's plenty of Mass Effect content for you right now. If you need to scratch that itch, and help Shepard save the universe, Yeah, there's places you can go, man, or
Or
don't.
don't.
I'm not advertising this. I'm just saying you don't have to wait for the game to come out. You can experience it now if you choose. Just play. There are options out there. The internet is vast. We just don't go.
Yeah. Or examine your life
No,
right
man.
now.
I believe for a lot of people, this
Yeah.
is after the examination. This is what they've come. This is the decision they've come to, man.
No,
No,
there's no
man.
way. I
No,
cannot
man.
accept
This is
that.
after the examination. Man.
But
Hey, different strokes for different folks, man. How was your
all
week,
right.
man?
My week has been good. I recorded the Wisecast earlier today, and I got into an age-old argument of going to the movie theaters. What are you supposed to expect? I'm part of the group of going, people are going to make noises. You need to accept that. And then my co-host of the Wisecast thinks that no, you shouldn't expect that. You're going to a movie theater to watch a movie. And I tell him, well, the movie theater experience includes people having the
Yep.
potential of people making noises.
You're right.
You run that
Anytime
gambit.
you can't expect the best of anyone, not to mention groups of people. You can't
Right.
expect them all to sit quiet as church mouses while this film goes on, and so you can have your quiet. No, that's not human nature, man.
Right. As soon as you add other people that you cannot control, you must accept the fact that this could be a possibility in a movie theater. You cannot control everyone. And to assume that everyone's going to be quiet is to assume
and
that
that's
everyone
impossible.
watches movies
So you
like
might as well. It's improbable.
Nope.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't go to the movies on opening weekend and
Right.
expect everyone to be quiet. That's impossible. It's literally not going to happen.
Yes.
There's too many personalities, and like you said, there's too
Right.
much outside of your control, man. Like, no, you're gonna get mad.
Mm-hmm.
You should expect the worst and be surprised when it doesn't happen. Yeah.
Right. Besides that, I think everything else is pretty good. Just a busy week. Go Sharks, and
I'm growing to hate the Sharks.
Keeping it real. Tried my hand at screenwriting. I'm gonna write like 3 pages for a screenplay. I could not even get through a half a page because I had no clue what I was doing. So
you'll figure it out. Yeah. You're a bright guy, man. You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You'll get it sorted. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
That's what's up, my dude. My week was pretty
How was
crazy.
your week?
My week was pretty crazy. So, pretty standard fare. Got to see the fam. I call that soul food. Get to see your peoples and rejuvenate. You know what I'm saying? Got to play some video games. Still on that Mortal Kombat 11, which is becoming very fun, but also very, very grindy. And it's not these. They have these things called the Towers of Time, which are kind of like randomized Mortal Kombat towers where you fight and you earn currency, like in-game currency. NetherRealm is very used to doing this, like with Injustice and other Mortal Kombats. But this one is just unnecessarily difficult. It's like really silly difficult. Like, oh, you're going to fight this guy, and they have twice as much health as you, but they also are constantly making the screen black while the fight goes on. So your eyes have to readjust to black into light over and over while the computer just knows what the hell is going on. And they're just fighting you straight up. You have to still keep a level of composure and win matches. Or while you're fighting the computer, just rockets are just going to come out the sides of the screen and hit you randomly. You have to be able to deal with that. It's juggle these plates while hopping on one leg while a dog bites you kind of situation. It's just not fun. But other than that, I'm still having a ball with the game, getting active with Sub-Zero, so that's fun. I haven't touched my Switch since I beat Zelda, which is kind of weird. I need to get something back on that. That's Sega, but I'll take it. Zelda. I'll super take it. And I want to take a second, and only a second, I'll limit myself, to talk about Infinity War. Not Infinity War. We talked about that last time. Talk about Avengers Endgame. So, got to see Avengers Endgame. Like the rest of the Earth, are those, people saw this movie. And I'm not going to say a lot because I'm probably going to be doing a review on this sometime in the future with someone. But I will say that this movie's greatest thing against it is its own anticipation. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, it's anyone. There's very few people who are like, oh, that movie sucked. This is very... That's not the universal consensus right now. It was a good movie. It was a great movie. But the problem is that going in with the anticipation, and that anticipation can turn into anxiety. And then you're just like, "What? Is this good? This is good, right?" And you can almost make the movie unenjoyable in a weird way because you got this build up in your head, and the movie does not disappoint. It couldn't have been made better. But I will say that for those who are interested in, if you haven't seen it yet, because I'm not going to say spoilers, of course, but I'm just saying, see it twice.
Good.
See it twice. Because that second time, all that anticipation and all that baggage is gone, and you're just watching the movie again, and it's a way more enjoyable experience that way. And that's all I have to say about that, actually.
Yes, I have not seen it yet. That's all I got.
Yeah, man. The movie's almost already hit $1 billion. It's only been out for like 5 days or something stupid. It's charting to beat Avatar as highest grossing film of all time, which is nutty. This is stupid. They're already talking about that the box set for this damn whole trilogy, this entire Infinity Saga box set is going to cost about the same price as the down payment for a car. If you want it all, everything, TV shows, shorts, all the films plus commentary, and a nice little Infinity Gauntlet, carrying case, it's probably going to cost you, as children say, about 2 stacks. So start saving up now, kids. If you want your Infinity Gauntlet with every Marvel initiative ever made in Blu-ray, you know what I mean? Start saving now, because it's gonna cost you money. It's gonna cost money. Winter, would you buy that?
No.
You wouldn't buy that? You wouldn't make that? You wouldn't make that sacrifice?
No, I got other stuff that I could sacrifice too.
Winter's like, I got bills and shit.
Yeah.
I got no time for that, man.
Particularly for a movie that I might just watch once.
Damn. Fair enough. That's super fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
There's
the people to shut up.
Just shut up. I've seen it, okay?
Yeah.
Okay? Get off my back. Dang it. Fun stuff, man. Oh, man, you want to get into this news, my man?
Let's get into news. Don't touch that dial. You're listening to MOTN News.
News. This is the type of news that makes you afraid and then makes you happy. Like a dog chasing you, but then when it catches up to you, it licks your hand.
You become more and more of a mystery, Mike.
Hey, man, this is why I get paid the no bucks. Just to be weird and eccentric. Speaking of something that made no money, you want to talk about Kingdom Hearts 3?
Yes, let's talk about Kingdom Hearts 3.
No, someone's going to be yelling at me. It made $1,000. No, I'm just kidding. So Kingdom Hearts 3, a game I didn't buy for one very specific reason. That's because they showed Square Enix no love and there was no Final Fantasy characters. Shame. It's getting
is
shame.
My favorite color.
We will not sing Aerosmith, even weird Game of Thrones level Aerosmith on this podcast. I refuse.
All right.
Okay, you can sing it. Go for it. Sing it.
That's all I got. I don't want to sing anymore.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah.
Sing when you feel like it. I will not stop your heart. So Kingdom Hearts 3 is getting some DLC called Remind, which is pretty much some stages or some concepts that were left on the cutting room floor that they're just going to bundle into a DLC. The only reason I bring this up, because there are whispers that this would be the DLC where the Final Fantasy people will come in, which kind of makes me even a little interested in picking this game up on discount. But still, I just think it's kind of, Disney is always so short-sighted with their gaming decisions. You know what I mean? Just overall, and to relegate Square Enix characters to a downloadable content is just so short-sighted to me. I don't know. Do you have any feeling about this whatsoever, Winter?
To be honest, I'm probably the wrong person to ask about Kingdom Hearts.
When you walk away, yeah, probably.
I would like them to go a darker route with Kingdom Hearts myself, but that's why they don't talk to me.
No, you just see
Donald Duck roasting on an open fire. Like, no! Oh, no!
Yeah. You just see Riku walk up. Yeah.
Have like a big reveal to show that Johnny Depp's a bad guy. That sort of thing.
Oh, you mean like in real life?
Look what you did there. A joke.
I'm sometimes, I can be funny sometimes. Just have Riku walk up with like Goofy's head and his tongue is waving out. And he's like, gosh, that's my head.
Gosh.
Gosh. And then you see Goof Troop pop locking in the background. The sickest, dude. Can't wait for that. So we'll see. More information. Of course you can. Humans are built for survival. Speaking of waiting, Sony announced that they have no plans to launch a new next-gen PlayStation over the next 12 months. So those hoping to get their PS5s for Christmas, slow down. Slow down. Oh, shucks. I think that Sony's going to take this year off, just in general. They're not going to talk about anything. That's my prediction. I just think they're so focused on this PS5 that they're not going to really advertise anything until like late this year, like probably November, December. They'll probably announce the system to then launch in November, December of the next year. That's usually how they play these games, man. Well, we're going to sit out E3. Oh, we're going to cancel the PlayStation experience. You guys just chill. You're getting Days Gone crickets, and the crowd goes mild. You're getting Last of Us 2, which a lot of people are looking forward to, but that's not exciting.
Right. And so do you think that this is a sign that this is going to be a big leap with the PlayStation? Or do you think that, for instance, do you think that this is a sign of they're going to do something big with it? That's what
I think that Sony understands that when it comes to console sales, your first impression is paramount to leading the console war for that respective console. You have to start strong. You have to start super strong. So I hope that this is them saying, we're going to take the next leap graphically, and we're going to take our time to announce this thing. And we're going to make sure we have strong launch games. So they're probably waiting for the companies that they're hush-hush working with to, all right, when do you think the game will be ready? I don't know, like sometime next year. All right, we're not going to say anything until you guys are ready, because you can't launch a console without killer apps to sell it. So I think, you know what I mean? So I think everyone's waiting on the Sony side. So, Sony Santa Monica, all their connections, Sucker Punch, all these big games are just chilling until the games are ready, which probably won't be till fourth quarter next year. So they're like, we might as well not say anything. So we can say, hey, guess what? The PS4 is out. PS5 is out now. Guess what? The Last Guardian 2 is out now. You know what I mean? Like, games where people are going to be like, what? And then buy the console. Because you don't want to do a Microsoft and be like, we have the most powerful system on the market. But what games though? Forza. What? You know, like, yay. Okay.
All right.
All right. Don't you guys like cars? I fucking love cars.
Yeah.
You know, and then you're just like, what does PlayStation have? Dude, we got Spider-Man over here. What? And then they just go buy PlayStations
So
forever.
Let me give you a good transition to the next story here.
You got it.
So we're talking about a console that's going to come out in 12 months. Now let's talk about a game that has not been popular in 12 months.
You know, that's a joke. And you're not wrong. Talk about how the mighty have fallen, right?
Yeah.
Overwatch.
Yeah.
Overwatch. That's a word you haven't heard in a while. Maybe they need a battle royale. Maybe they need to sort that out.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's going to be customized game modes they're working on for Overwatch. It's a shame because this game, Overwatch was on top for a while, though. You know what I mean? So I just think they need to do Overwatch 2 and revamp the entire thing. But it has to be esports, though, right?
Right. They're in a weird spot right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Overwatch has done the. I think the Blizzard esport, particularly, the Overwatch League have the different philosophy of esports than other companies, where Overwatch League is trying so hard to look like other sports businesses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, while other esports, it's a recognition that nerds are watching this. So there's no way, there's no thing. So I don't know. I'm going with this, but Overwatch is in that weird zone of, okay, we're going for competitive, but then we're also introducing a workshop where there's customization. So I mean, Halo was able to survive with professional league, and then there was like sandbox mode. But sorry, go on.
No worries. And I think I know what you're saying is that MOBAs like League of Legends and what's the other one? Dota.
Yeah.
They know their audience to a T. And this is and fortunately for them, this audience is around the world. So there's never not going to be a want to watch this stuff competitively. The Counter-Strike kind of got that same niche fans who are ultra diehard, and that's really all they need. They don't need modern audiences to watch Dota matches for it to be successful and for it to make money. But the problem with modern esports is that they're trying to go after like the football fans and the basketball fans. They're trying to make it cool and hip and like energetic. But these fans don't care anything about video games. You know, they're marketing to the wrong people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're alienating both audiences by trying to merge them. You know what I mean? You need to just stick to a lane and be like, okay, we're only going to cater. We're going to focus on this demographic.
You need to stick to Elaine Bennis.
Elaine Bennis would make an excellent Overwatch character, though. She'll do the little tiny kicks. You know, that'll be her ult. You can't stop her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Be sick, you know? Yeah. You already know. But yeah, like you said, Overwatch is in a very precarious spot right now because it could just disappear. I know there's like a huge fan base. I'm not knocking those hardcore Overwatch players who are still very dedicated to that game. But what they tried to do failed, which is make it like for mass audiences. Yeah. And you can't do that with something this niche. You know, you gotta kind of find your core demographic and just drill it into them so that you have a infinite well of viewers. It may not be Super Bowl numbers, but you have those people who are going to support your scene. Kind of like the FGC and the fighting game community in that way. Where they're not going to sell out Madison Square Garden, but they have enough support to their niche people so that the scene lasts forever. And even they started to go down that.
That's a good reference there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even they were like, yeah, we can just do Super Bowl numbers, but the truth is they can't. It's just the earth isn't ready for that yet. So they realize, okay, let's just back it up and let's stop trying to do these Budweiser presents,
But I need
Evo.
it.
So they were like, let's just back it up and just, pay attention to people who care and not try to win over the people who don't care.
But they need it so badly.
Well, that's just marketing, and that's when you get companies in the way, and they start just bloating the situation to where they wring every dollar out of it till it's just a husk. And that's what happened to Overwatch. It got wrung out, and people stopped caring because a little game called Fortnite appeared and blew everybody's ass out.
Right.
And now everybody's just struggling to kind of keep up with that. Even that's fading. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
even
it's fading, or it's more like they're finding. They're not. I don't know if they're getting as many new players each time, but I think it's still keeping a solid fan base until
until the next thing happens, But I think games of that ilk are balancing out because it was just Fortnite for a long time.
You get a battle royale, and you get a battle royale, and you get a battle royale.
But that's worked. I mean, games like Call of Duty, Blackout is very popular. Apex Legends is still chugging along. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. So
they've kind of balanced out that playing field. And Fortnite, for how popular it is not getting the numbers they projected. I'm 100% sure because of the homogenization of their niche, which was quote unquote battle royale. And poor PUBG has just disappeared. We don't know what's going on.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Right. They got banished to the quantum realm, dog. They're just floating around. But all in all, I just hope Overwatch gets that new polish, maybe a remix to how the systems work. Don't focus so much on esports, and just make a good game. People will gather to it, just make a solid game. Make it different. That's why I'm wondering what Borderlands 3 is going to be. Is it going to be all esports garbage? Because it's going to have a battle royale mode in some weird way, or some kind of like Overwatch mode.
Yeah,
I don't know, it's inevitable.
Yeah.
Huh. Speaking of immortality, I would like to take a second to remember the life of famed African American director John Singleton. He recently passed away.
Yes.
Due to a massive stroke that he had. For those who don't recognize that name, John Singleton was kind of like a 90s hood movie classic. He used to make movies. He made movies such as Boys in the Hood and my personal favorite, Higher Learning. And these are more of like hood movies with a message.
Is this like what was Higher Learning about? Was that like The Substitute?
No, that's the one where the black kids went to the Ivy League college and they were getting a hard time.
Oh.
And Michael Rappaport was a neo-Nazi, and he did like a school shooting.
When is he not playing a neo-Nazi or a white supremacist or owner of Barstool Sports?
Barstool Sports. I like Michael Rappaport. He's a good character actor.
He sounds like he could be like some eye in the sky newsmaker. Michael Rappaport with your eye in the sky news.
Yeah, I said, "Hey guys, it's kind of cold and gloomy outside. I got my Desert Eagle.
Hey
I'm
Ma,
just waiting for
look
the
at
bell
this
to ring.
cat outside."
Hey Ma, we having chicken or what? But yeah, I just want to remember John Singleton. He made some good movies during a time where it was like the 90s version of black exploitation movies, kind of in a weird way.
Okay.
But they were really positive and forward thinking.
Compared to Bamboozled.
You know what I mean? Bamboozled, we don't speak about.
Okay.
Oh, I can't with all of it. I can't. I throw all of Bamboozled out. I know there's some people who love that movie and think it's super deep, but that movie just makes me mad.
It's so deep that it's an inverted human being. Of like,
yeah.
Sometimes you just, sometimes when you're high, the ideas aren't good.
I don't know. It's just someone thinking way too hard about it. To the point where it's insulting to the people it's trying to barter to. You know what I mean? I can't with Bamboozled, man. It makes me mad thinking about that movie. Because I get what they're trying to say, but they're not saying it right. It's like singing a song out of tune. It just ruins everything.
Yeah.
Speaking of things that are just unreparably ruined, Have you seen the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer?
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Where do we start? Where do we start? Not what I was expecting.
No.
I think Jim Carrey's going to need a back brace after he carries this movie all the way,
Yeah.
to the bank.
I think someone wrote a very, very good review. Oh, look, Jim Carrey's playing Jim Carrey.
I'm kind of happy Jim Carrey's back to playing Jim Carrey. Me personally. He hasn't been Jim Carrey in almost like 20 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm happy he's playing a goofy,
yes. Well, according to Jim
role.
Jim Carrey died. So he doesn't know who you're talking about.
Well, Jim Carrey died, and Andy Kaufman took over the husk of the body.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's pretty much what happened.
Yes, you see, if a normal person, if someone who wasn't famous said that, they'd be going to a counselor or be having a 5150 put on them. But since it's Jim Carrey, it's like, oh, he's so clever.
Deep and eccentric.
Yeah,
Jim Carrey needs started. If you want a fascinating read about the biography of Jim Carrey. That guy's been through a lot, man. He's extremely bright and super smart.
Right.
But he's just this tormented soul. But I'm happy he's doing lighter films, and he's kind of he's stopped his movie hiatus that he's put himself on. But this trailer, man, Sonic, I can't think of any more unnecessary thing on this earth than this movie, man. There's like mosquitoes than this movie.
A Banjo-Kazooie movie.
It's just like they always overthink this stuff. Just make like a Wreck-It Ralph, like CG animated Sonic the Hedgehog film, and it'll be fine. Just make it look really good. This live action, no one's ever done it right. The only time live action cartoons have ever looked good was Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Ever.
Yeah, it's a weird mix of film looks terrible, and so does our cartoons. They can both be terrible together, but look amazing.
Because I don't care. No one cannot tell me that Roger Rabbit doesn't still stand up to this day. That movie's amazing.
Uh-huh.
And every time they've tried it with the Smurfs and Alvin and the Chipmunks and Yogi Bear, and the list goes on and on and on. I just like, it's just they have to do it because they have the license. And then they have like Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise playing that makes no sense whatsoever. It's so weird. It does not go with the trailer whatsoever, dude. It's super awkward. I don't know what to do with any of it, man. I really don't. It's just, I don't want it. And and even like Tails isn't even in it. Doesn't look like it, at least. Tails is the coolest. Okay, I have a really random question for you, Winner.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Sonic game?
Shadow.
Shut up.
He's got guns.
So Shadow the Hedgehog is your favorite Sonic the Hedgehog game?
It's got guns in it. Imagine Winter living in the mountains going, look at this. I can't run fast. I can't relate, but I can shoot guns. So let me get this straight.
We're halting the podcast because I need to understand. Okay. So in your head, Shadow the Hedgehog beats out Sonic's 1, 2, 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic Adventure for that matter?
Oh, you're talking about games.
Games, not characters.
I like
games.
Sonic Pinball.
I can't with you. We're moving on. I can't with you, man. I can't with you, man. You're like that one Mitch Hedberg joke where he goes to Subway. What kind of bread do you want in your Subway sandwich? Can I have banana bread? What kind of cheese? Cottage. Get out of here. I can't with you right now, man. Speaking of cartoon tomfoolery, so the guys who developed and created, who helped create Enter the Spider-Verse, I don't think they helped create it, actually. This is Phil Lord and Chris Miller. They do a lot of cartoon stuff.
Yeah, they did Last Man on Earth.
What? For real?
Oh, sorry. Last Human on Earth, the comedy.
Okay, I don't know that, but is that the one with what's his face where half his head is shaved?
Yeah, with Will Forte.
Yeah, I got to check that show out. But
they also did the Jump Street movies.
Oh, yeah, the 21 Jump Street films. those weren't that bad. I like the first one.
Yeah.
So they got the bright idea to say, hey, Into the Spider-Verse was popular. Let's just do a bunch of Sony-based cartoon movies because Sony doesn't know. Sony is tone deaf to what people actually want. And they've always been this way. So they're just going to just flood Marvel TV universe with Sony cartoons because that's what they want to do now. Because one thing was successful. Sony is worse than Warner Brothers when it comes to this stuff. You know what I mean? I would never forgive them for Venom. I will never forgive them, ever.
Never forget.
Yeah, it's like I'm like an anime hero. I'll never forgive you. That's what they say before they strike you down. So, yes, that's the sound. That is anime. You just interpreted and embodied anime for a split second. There you go. You did it again. Keep training. By this time next year, winter, you're gonna have Goku.
My loyalty to the Rose.
Whoa! Did you just mix anime and Children from the Corn?
Baby,
I don't like that. Oh, that's what I want. I want a Children of the Corn anime now. Like he who walks behind the rose. The fuck? Zaka.
Well, funny. That's going to be a DLC for the hentai Mass Effect. So I don't know what you're.
Speaking about cornholing.
Oh my goodness, Mike! Control yourself.
I will not. Speaking of things that are out of no NHA no.
Oh, let's not get carried.
Let's not get carried away. Speaking of shows that are going to be carried away, remember like memes of the old Star Trek cartoon where it was like from the 70s and it looked really stilted and weird? Okay. Where it had Spock and like Kirk and it had Sulu, but they were almost like the old Marvel cartoons from the 60s where they were just really bad animated and it was just awkward. Well, guess what? They're bringing back Star Trek cartoons to Nickelodeon. Isn't that what you want?
That's what you've always wanted. That's what I've been asking for. We need a Star Trek animated series. It's doing so well on CSB Go, right?
Yeah, man. You know that Discovery is making hundreds of millions of dollars hand over fist. This is a viable This is a marketable product. We should make cartoons because kids love Star Trek. You got your 5-year-old kid with the Starship Enterprise in their hand, just waving it around. Forget Thanos. Let's talk about Chakotay. Let's talk about Officer Chakotay. Dog. You know, kids love 7 of 9. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. This is people sitting around a boardroom who are completely out of touch with their fan base. They're just like, we need to make money. What'll sell toys? Kids don't play with toys anymore, sir. Don't fire that man. Like I said, what'll make toys? What'll sell toys? Let's make some Star Trek cartoon. Because this IP is red hot. What is it going to be? What would it be? What era of Star Trek would best be adaptable to a cartoon for children, would you say? Would it be TNG? Would it be Deep Space Nine?
Definitely no. Deep Space Nine would be better suited for a HBO reboot.
Yeah, like what era of Star Trek would best fit for children in a cartoon?
If you're asking me,
setting?
I would go full ham bone. Just do the original series.
They're probably going to do the J.J. Abrams remix. You know, that's probably what they're going to do.
Yes, but I would say go bright colors, go like old school type cartoon. Mm-hmm. And have a lot of Khan!
So
fire
much
torpedoes! Khan!
Now, do you make it pseudo? They do trade power. You see Spock power up. He goes, ha! Now, do you go pseudo serious or do you just make it stupid? Like make it super goofy? Like Teen Titans Go?
No, not stupid like that.
Make it super stupid, dog?
But I would go like... I want the campiness of like the Aquabats show.
Oh, you mean like C Lab 2021?
Whatever. But
if you're looking for me, you better check under the sea, 'cause that is where you'll find me. Underneath the sea lab, underneath the water.
Snap out of it.
I'm
Wake
sorry.
up.
I really like that song. I'm sorry. Bottom of the sea. Okay, got it out my system. We're good. But yeah, I have to cut all that out because that'll be like copywritten or something on YouTube.
No
But yeah,
no one checks YouTube.
no, YouTube checks YouTube. they can't even hum a song without them being like, nope, that's copywritten, so don't copy me. But yeah, you're absolutely right. You got to go old school, original William Shatner and Leonard Nimoy style era Star Trek. If you're going to do anything with cartoons, what if it's CG? What if it's CG, dude? What if it's like Reboot or something, dude? What if it's like Reboot era CG, dude? What are Klingons gonna look like? Are they gonna, it's gonna look horrible.
Right.
What are the Borg gonna do, man? Is this their decision? Like, we're not making any Star Trek movies anytime soon, so we might as well maintain the property and just make cartoons. It's cheaper. J.J. Abrams is busy making Star Wars and stuff, so we can't ask him.
I don't know if it's cheaper. Well, actually, it's got to be. You're paying an Asian company to do all the hard work, so you can.
You think this thing is going to have high production quality? It's Nickelodeon, man. They stopped caring back in the '90s with like Rugrats and Rocko's Modern Life and Ren and Stimpy. They don't care anymore. Have you seen the production value?
They don't care anymore.
Have you seen the production value like on Dora the Explorer?
Yeah.
It's not high end anime, man.
Well, this is the world that we're at, where Sonic the Hedgehog is also not superb animation.
This is where we're at. Yeah.
Yes. The movies that were once. Yeah, don't get me started. I have no energy to talk about them. I
am unrulingly frustrated with all of this. It just makes me so upset, dude. But anywho, it's gonna happen. There's nothing we can do about it. We either can support it or not. So let's just vote with our dollars and our eyeballs.
Yes.
Eyeballs.
The almighty dollar.
The doll.
You voting with your dollar is the invisible hand on the free market. Okay,
now you sound like Alex Jones.
No, I don't. I sound like Milton Friedman or some other dead economist.
Wow.
Or Thomas Sowell.
Speaking of dead economists, I actually got to watch the second season of American Gods.
That
recently.
Nothing to do
with because money is one of the old gods. Like, the idea of money is a god into itself. And it's like, and he had a bunch of stupid money lines like, you can't take that to the bank. I'm like, shut up, money.
How about the god of shredding the gnar? What you do is you take a left on Pomona Drive, you take a right on Palisades or Palisades.
I'm just letting you go. How's it go? Tell me about the god of Nars, Doug.
You take the Golden Highway down to Chinatown, and you'll find the blacktop. You'll meet me there. We're gonna have a hacky sack circle, listening to Blues Traveler, and we're gonna have a good time.
So is the father the god of Nard? Is the son Matthew McConaughey? In the Holy Spirit, it's like the ghost of Tommy Chong.
No.
Is none of that?
No, I'm not taking it that far. If you want to make idols, go right ahead. But
I'm not trying to create new gods. I'm just saying. I'm trying to realize your thought to its apex, man.
Right.
I'm trying to take it to the next level, bro. That's what I do. That's my super mutant power.
Yeah, that's your job. You're the hype man. You're in certain jokes. We trade back and forth.
And the sad thing is I take your jokes too far, and you take my jokes too far.
I take them to the right spot.
I take them far beyond that. And
Yes.
I take them to uncomfortable.
You drive them, and then you have to parallel park, and you don't know how to parallel park. So yeah. I come in going, "Let me help you," and I also don't know how to parallel park.
I'm your friend who doesn't know how to drive stick, but then has to drive you home when you're drunk. That's me.
I accept that.
Your car is going to be worse places after I'm done with it, unfortunately.
Oh, thanks.
I'm gonna watch
Speaking
it though.
of worst places, Hulu greenlights Ghost Rider and Hellstrom shows.
What is this, man? Like, what is this? So, Marvel and Netflix had a falling out, right?
Yes.
And Netflix canceled all of the Marvel shows because they got mad because Marvel is buying up everything. Marvel has their own streaming service, and Marvel's been quietly buying out Hulu. So now Hulu is Marvel's. I hate to use the word. Hulu is Marvel's slave. Nah, that's worse. Hulu is Marvel's concubine, I would say, and that's where all these Marvel shows are falling now. Is Hulu. So recently, Marvel's announced that they're going to be doing a Ghost Rider show, a show about a Marvel character named Hellstrom. I forget his first name. It's like Daniel Hellstrom or something like that. And they're also greenlighting Runaways for season 3. And this is all big news because it's new intellectual properties, and everybody's like, "Hey, Hulu is where the Netflix shows are going to fall once they get the rights back." And I'm just like, I wonder how they're going to approach Ghost Rider. That's the big one. Like, I want Ghost Rider. I love Ghost Rider. He's one of the coolest Marvel heroes of all time. Deserves to be on the big screen. Johnny Blaze, Jaime Reyes, whoever is Johnny Blaze. Like, I don't care what Danny Ketch. I don't care. Jaime Reyes. Is that the Beetle? I'm probably thinking Robbie Reyes. There you go, Robbie Reyes. I have to correct myself before someone else does. I don't care what version of Ghost Rider it is. I just want Ghost Rider doing cool stuff and taking out monsters and stuff. But it makes me think, like, are they gonna? It would be smart for them to go like the supernatural route, where it's kind of tongue in cheek horror. Because Disney's not going to go all out. It's not going to be rated R or nothing like that. But it can be a little edgy. Maybe a shade darker than Supernatural, I think would be the best fit for either show. Because the Fox can have a show called Lucifer, where it glorifies the morning star, and he's just floating around being all suave and Lucifer-y. Then I think Disney can figure out Hellstrom, and especially the Ghost Rider.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Just have like a good new metal band do the intro music.
That would be so cool if they got some sick metal band.
I am the Ghost Rider.
Yeah. Get some black metal band to just do the Ghost Rider theme. That'd be hardcore, dude. It has to be something dumb like, yeah.
What are you gonna do now, Mr. Ghost Rider? Ride. A little bit of something to kiss and
you knock on Rob Zombie's grave, he awakens as El Super Beasto, and he writes,
well, Rob Zombie's not dead. I don't know what you're talking
Rob Zombie's never been alive. He's slumbering like Mum-Ra right now.
I see what you did.
He's never been alive. So you knock on his grave, you knock on his
like the Undertaker.
Yeah, he's Rob Zombie has always been the Undertaker, dude, in real life. So you knock on the doors of Dracula, and he digs himself out. And it's like, what? They're like, dude, we need you to write the theme for Ghost Rider on Marvel. Yeah. He's going to be like, bet. It's going to be the sickest thing ever. And it's going to rock and roll. It's going to be Rob Zombie doing music again. Not doing those shitty movies. Pardon my French.
Unfortunately, they're not going to do anything like that.
It's going to have some stupid Marvel Alan Silvestri theme. It's going to be real dry and boring. It's not going to be rad.
Or, yeah, I was about to say they could have like Nick Cave do like a song for it. I am the Ghost Rider.
Oh, Nick Cave. They're going to get like Sam Smith to do the Ghost Rider theme. It's going to be real beautiful.
Said Stagger Lee.
It's real methodical. And everyone's going to be like, what? No, you need Ghost Rider to kick you in the throat the second it comes on. And it's just metal. And you just see Ghost Rider roar into the screen. And everyone's like, yeah!
Now, let's play a fun game here. Who would you cast as Ghost Rider?
The easy answer is Norman Reedus. I would cast him as Johnny Blaze.
Yeah.
Quick second. Norman Reedus, Johnny Blaze, all day long. If you wanted to go Robbie Reyes, the kid that they're picking to play Ghost Rider, Robbie Reyes, already has an actor that was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., so he's going to transfer over to this. So I'm cool with that. But if I had to choose a Robbie Reyes, and Robbie Reyes is like on the younger side, I don't know. That's a tough one. But my pick would be definitely Norman Reedus as Johnny Blaze, because I love Johnny Blaze. He's my favorite Ghost Rider. So the only Ghost Rider in my opinion. But yeah, that's the easy answer.
Let's get Peter Fonda.
Peter Fonda will be back
And
because he's in Wes Bentley. He's coming back as Nightmare, guys. It's gonna be garbage, and he's gonna act just as stilted.
Your nightmare.
I'm telling you, you wake up Rob Zombie, you ask him to make the theme for the Ghost Rider. He will do it.
Let the Ghost Rider up. Let the Ghost Rider out. Let the Ghost Rider out. That was the dumbest joke ever.
Let the Ghost Rider out. And then you have the bass bumping, and then you have Chad from freaking Nickelback.
Linkin Park.
Dude, you have both Chads. You have dual Chads doing the duet on the Ghost Rider theme.
Hi, Chad.
Hey, Chad.
Hey, Chad. Let's do it, Chad. All right, Chad.
Chad, can I borrow your hair? Only if I can borrow your voice. Look at these two guys cutting it up. Garbage. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I just hope it's not garbage. I hope it's not trash. Basura. It better be horchata. Sorry. For those who know that reference, I apologize wholeheartedly. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to watching the Sharks play tomorrow and Saturday. We're having a little butterfly festival up here, so I'm gonna be there playing hacky sack with the young folk. And I want some
hear
sleep.
that, man. What am I looking forward to? Looking forward to more Mortal Kombat. Looking forward to playing that. Looking forward to working on the artwork for the podcast. I have to do that momentarily. Want to go kind of do a little staycation, maybe. Just not be in the house this weekend. Just go somewhere. Maybe just chill on a beach somewhere. Just free, stuff for free. Just go to a park. Draw the cityscape. I don't know. Do something. I'm going to be creative this weekend, so that's my super plan. So I don't know. Really looking forward to this weekend and doing a lot of whatever I want to do. Do you have any last thoughts before we close this bad boy out?
Yeah, be checking out my social media at Trashbunk the Third, Trashbunk III, and keep on rocking in the free world.
Rocking in the free world. There's still a week left, so I would advise everyone to keep their Avengers spoilers to themselves. I know that you're just eager to talk about it, but there's still people out there who haven't seen it. So at least say it under your breath.
To quote the Georgia Satellites, don't give me no lines and keep those spoils to yourself. You know that song, Mike?
In the immortal words of Captain America, I know that reference. And if you want to support us, you can always visit our Twitter, which is at mnerdiverse, where I do fun things. I talk about daily news and do fun polls and interact with the community because it's so great. So you can go ahead and follow us there. You can also listen to this on any podcast avenue. Let us know where you're finding us. Let us know if you're finding us on iTunes or Stitcher or Spreaker or Spotify for that matter. We love to hear from you. Subscribe to our channel so you can be put on notice for all the new content that we spew from our primordial mouth gaping maws. You can catch all that beautiful podcast juice flowing from our maws. And also leave a comment. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know how the episode was, what you like, what you didn't like. We just want to hear from you. And that'll be the best way to keep in touch with us here at Masters of the Nerdiverse. I've, of course, been your host, Mike G.
And I've been your other host, Winter.
And we will always ask you to take that one step beyond.